Welcome, Never-Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of pigeon pose. The message is, in order to get through it, you have to go through it. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. Okay. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's class all together right now. Then come with me to the top of your mat. Let your feet be the width of your hips. Go ahead and just rock back and forth. You're going to go up onto the balls of your feet and then back onto your heels. So just super slight, back and forth. Now take your palms when the heels go up and then pull back with fists when the heels go down. Now just get a little movement with the arms, very slight, very gentle. Lifting on the inhale, exhaling as you draw back. Now, a little more of everything. Lift up, straighten the legs, look up, pull back, fist the arms, bend the knees, sweep the elbows back, pop the heels. Lift up, inhale, reach and elevate the gaze. Exhale, fist the hands, draw the elbows back, pop the heels, bend the knees. Inhale, scoop all the way to the sky, breathe in. Fist, draw back, breathe out, heels elevate, elbows slide. Couple more times, just nice and slow. It's almost like moving through a little taffy. Exhale, contract, draw back. 2 more sets. Inhale, root to rise up, breathe in. Exhale, draw back, elbows alongside the body. Last set, scoop and rise on the inhale. Exhale, draw the elbows back, pop the heels, and hold. Now, reach your hands towards the earth. Lower your heels down and heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat. Put a bend in your knees and then capture your hands on each bicep to create a little rag doll. So just start to make a little shift, weaving side to side, letting the head, the crown of the head hang nice and heavy. And just making that shift, kind of creating a figure 8 posture, weaving right and left. Now hold up in the center and go ahead and shake your head out, letting any kind of angst, anything that may have happened today that could possibly be troubling you, whatever went on in your day, whatever news you might have heard that was making you anxious or unsettled, just spill it right out onto your mat, and all together we're going to draw a yes back in, becoming unshakable. But that yes is that shift, knowing you are exactly where you belong. There's no coincidence that you're here today. Now, as you release your hands down, You're going to pop the right heel up. Right hand is going to stay in the center of your mat. Now you could always stack it on a block. Left arm is going to lift. You could have your left hand on your hip as you twist open left if that serves you a little better. But breathe. Now lower the right heel. Go ahead and elevate the left heel up. Left hand is down right in the center of your mat. Maybe with tented finger pads. Maybe you want to use your left hand on a block. Maybe the right arm expands. Perhaps you prefer to have it on your hip. Roll the right shoulder blade back. If you've got the right arm lifted, just stack your shoulders up. Now lower that left heel down. Your feet are already to the width of your mat, so you're in a wide stance. Let your hands come onto your shins. Let the back create a tabletop. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, physically pull yourself together. Breathe out. Do that 2 more times. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana in a wide-legged stance. Exhale, pull yourself together. 1 more time. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out and fold. Now go ahead and heel toe your feet all the way together. Take 1 more halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, half of a fold. Now pull yourself into the full fold. Rise all the way up to stand. Let the right hand capture the left elbow. Left elbow behind your head, yes. Now lean up and over to the right, even if it's just a very slight bend. Stretch that left tricep out and a lateral extension on the side body. Come back up to the center, V the arms and shift your gaze high. Breathe and hold. Now bend the right arm behind your head. The elbow is captured with the left hand. Lift up and over to the left. Side bend to the left with a nice stretch on that right tricep. Now release that connection as you stand super tall, 1 hand on each forearm behind your body. Now pull your forearms apart, drop your right ear to the shoulder and stretch your neck. So you want to keep the left shoulder down and creating a nice wide collarbone as the right ear tips to the right side of your shoulder. Now, tip your chin toward your chest, get the back side of your neck. And then let the left ear tip over to the left shoulder, drawing the right shoulder down by pulling your forearms apart. Now go ahead and neutralize your gaze. Keep pulling your forearms apart and shift your gaze up high. Release the forearms, steady your gaze forward as you collect your hands at heart center and draw your chin in towards your chest with your eyes closed. So have you ever been stuck in a moment? Stuck in a situation? Have you ever been stuck in a pit? So to get through it, you must go through it. So if that brings to mind a personal intention of something that perhaps you're going through or you're dealing with, or maybe someone that you're close to that you might find benefit in dedicating your practice toward that situation. Seal it into your heart. It could be a wish, it could be a prayer, and then we'll weave it as we move in and out through our breath. So open your eyes up, reach your arms out and up. Stay standing as tall as you can with your arms overhead. Now pop up both of your heels and balance on the balls of your feet. Now pull your elbows in, lower your heels down, brush and sweep your elbows back. Back to the beginning, scoop and lift on the inhale. This time elevating your heels up and holding, yes. And then brushing and sweeping the elbows back. Now do it again with a little slower. Scoop up, go ahead and get your balance. Then lift your heels up, squeezing your ankles together, seeing if you can rise up on the balls of your feet. Elbows brush and sweep as you bow down. One more time. Inhale, rise up, stand tall first. Then lift your heels up, steady your gaze, draw into your own center. Heels down, elbows brush back. Now, as you release your hands down, go ahead and step the right foot back and dip the right knee down. Right foot back, right knee down. Both hands on the left femur bone. Stretching out that right hip flexor as you lean into your own center of gravity. Opening up the heart and chest. Breathe in. Tee your arms on the exhale. Breathe out. Collect your hands and wring it out. Right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Thumbs in the center of your chest. Now, either hold right here or expand your arms, stacking them high to low. Come back around. You're going to draw back. The right hip stacks over the right knee. Flare the left toes out. Runner's stretch. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out on the fold. Now, the left leg is going to cross over. So it's like almost like a pigeon style, but you're still up on your knees and your shins. Now, can you rise up with the left leg crossed over and you're up on both knees and shins, but there's some space in between. Right hand, left elbow, take a lean over to the right. Not easy to balance in this posture. Come back up, use your center, use your core, bend the right arm, capture the elbow, lift up and over to the left. Now go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, roll your shoulder blades up and back and lift your heart up as you shift your gaze up. Now as you bend at the waist, plant your hands down. Now the left leg, it looks like it's headed to cross over the right thigh. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right kneecap up. Now you're in that shape of a 4 headed towards that pigeon style down dog with the left leg crossed over the right. Now swing the left leg up and back and roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes out. Drawing the left knee in toward the nose, step it up, rise right up for warrior 1. Breathe in on the inhale. On the exhale, open it up into the second warrior. Flip the left palm, keep the left leg bent, reverse warrior. Keep the left leg bent, left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and over. Now, pull your hips back a little, draw that right elbow in, and then circle the right arm up and around. Yeah, create some mobility in that right shoulder. Breathing in and out. In and out through your nose. And then you're going to go ahead and hold up with the right arm up and overhead. Now, frame the left leg, step back, down dog. Shift from your down dog to high plank pose. From your high plank, drop your knees, shift your shoulders over your wrists, and go chin, chest, belly, slither down to your mat to come to cobra. Retract your shoulders, lift your heart up. Exhale, lower your chin back down, tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now take 100 million steps to the top of your mat. Right foot, then left foot. Just take your time. Breathing in and out your nose as you stroll to the top. When you get to the top, bring your feet together. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now root to rise, stand all the way up with your arms overhead, and you're going to pop your heels up to balance on the balls of your feet. Not an easy feat. Now elbows draw in, heels lower down, pull back as your knees are bent. Couple more times, rise up with that scoop, with that lift, with that shift of your gaze. Pop your heels up. Lower your heels down, brush up and back. One more time, inhale, rise up, stand tall, breathe in, find your center, find your balance. Breathe out, elbows back. Now hold right here, let your hands lower down. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Now from here, stay in the fold. Step the left foot back, dip the left knee down. Anjaneyasana, that low lunge. Place both hands on that right femur bone. Push down. Left hip flexor opens. Heart lifts up. And center of gravity sinks. So just breathe and hold. Beautiful. Now rise your arms up on the inhale as you pull that left hip back. On the exhale, tee your arms on top. Shift your gaze. Collect your hands, hinge, left arm on the outside of the right front thigh. Up and over you go. Make that twist. Now your thumbs can stay in the center of your chest. You can open up high to low. Or just keep working the right shoulder blade back as you soften the space around your eyes. Now frame the right leg. Come back to the center. Dig the right heel in. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Hinge, bend, and fold. Now, as you rise up, you're going to take the right leg, the shin. It's going to look like the right ankle is crossing over the left thigh. You just land the knee and then walk your arms out and up on the breath in. So the right leg is over the left, almost like a shape of a 4. You're going to bend the right arm, capture with the left elbow as you lift up and over to the left first. Oh yeah, now come back to the center, reverse it. Bend the left, capture it with the right hand, lean up and over to the right. Beautiful. Tee your arms, bring your hands to your hips. Roll your shoulders up and back, and can you look up as you retract your shoulders? Now, bending at the waist, nice and slow. Now this time you've got the right leg crossed over. Tuck your left toes under. Keep the left leg bent so you're working that downward dog with that pigeon style 4 shape. Right leg is crossed over the left thigh bone. Now swing the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Right knee into the nose. Step it forward, come all the way up, warrior 1 as you root down through the outer edge of that left back foot. Now open it up, second warrior. Flip your right palm for peace. And then bring it into side angle. Right forearm to right femur bone. Draw your navel into your spine. Your hips almost head back a little. Left arm comes up and overhead. Now create some circles. Draw that left elbow in. Circle it up and around. Yeah, get some mobility in that right shoulder. Breathe in and out through your nose. Breathe, let the breath flow, and then hold up as that left arm comes overhead. Plug that shoulder blade in as you take a gaze up and under that left arm. Now go ahead and plant your hands. You're going to step back to high plank pose. From high plank, take your hips up and back, down dog. From down dog, either shift to another high plank and lower all the way to your mat, or you could go knees, chin, chest, belly, coming to cobra, or maybe even up dog, palms of hands, tops of feet. Exhale your hips, up and back, down dog. In your down dog, raise your right leg, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, one time. Step it up, warrior one. Rise up, breathe in. Open it up, warrior two, breathe out. Flip the right palm for peace. And then let it go, let it flow. Windmill your hands down. Move yourself through that vinyasa flow at your pace and your style, knowing that you can take it out. That flow you could take right out at any time and just meet back in down dog. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Draw the left knee right into the nose. Step it up, warrior one. Come on up, breathe in, root to rise. Open it up, second warrior, breathe out. Flip the left palm, peace. Peaceful warrior, left shin keeps heading forward. Then windmill your hands down. Move your body through the flow. Maybe it's knees, chin, chest, belly. Maybe you move from plank all the way back to down dog. Now walk your feet in a little bit. We're going to build a little bit of heat. We're going to move through a little variation of Surya Namaskara B. So come with me in a short down dog as you lift your heels up, breathe in. As you bend your knees, breathe out. Now step, walk, float, fly, feet to your hands at the top of your mat and come to chair, Utkatasana. Breathe, rise up. This time hook your thumbs and expand your heart. Set it down, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step or float yourself back, breathe out. Now when we had our elbows drawing close into our body, if you're floating back in chaturanga, that same action is present. Right leg lifts when you get back to down dog. Turn open at the hip. Knee to nose, one time. Step it up. Virabhadrasana one. Get rooted, get grounded, get strong. Rise up, breathe in. Open up, second warrior, breathe out. Flip the right palm, reverse. Windmill your hands down. Vinyasa flow. Empty your breath out. Inhale on the rise up. Exhale, take your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, one time. Step it up. Warrior one, come on up, breathe in, rise up, root solid through the outer edge of that back right foot. Open into the second warrior. Flip the left palm for peace. And then windmill your hands down. Take your body through your style of that vinyasa flow. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you lower all the way down. Back bend of choice. Inhale. Exhale back. Down dog. Walk your feet into your hands a little bit, like 6 inches. Bring them together. One more round. Elevate your heels up. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Step, hop, float, fly, feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, fold. Root to rise, come on up, you've got this. Breathe in, sit into chair, breathe out. Exhale, set it down, step or float it back. Take it through vinyasa. Heart lifts on the inhale. Exhale, dive your hips up and back, down dog. Right leg rises, roll open at the hip. Step it up, warrior one. Root to rise. Come on up, breathe in, stay with it. Open it up, second warrior. Breathe out. Flip the right palm, peace, reverse. Windmill your hands down. Move your body through that flow. Empty your breath out. Inhale as your heart lifts. Exhale as you dive your hips up and back, down dog. Last side, left leg elevates. Roll open at the hip. Draw the left knee right up the center line, knee to nose. Step it up. Warrior one, come on up, rise, breathe in, build that heat from the inside out. Breathe out, second warrior. Flip that left palm, get unstuck, reverse. Unshakable, immovable, windmill your hands down. Move through that vinyasa flow, emptying your breath out. Inhaling as you rise up. Exhaling back, meeting back in down dog. Now, right leg crosses over the left thigh. Pop the left heel up. Bend the left knee, let it land. Just let the right knee and shin land as well. We've been here. Rise up. There you go. There you go. Bend the left arm. Right hand catches it. Lift up and over to the right. Whoo! Now reverse it. Right arm bends. Catch it with the left hand. Lean left. Back to hands to hips. Shrug and roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart up. Now this time, go ahead and stretch the left leg back for pigeon posture. We're going to go ahead and come down, if it's possible, on your forearms. And I'm going to tell you the story of the farmer and the donkey. So while I'm telling the story, open that right hip and keep surrendering, letting go of something you're hanging on to. One day, a farmer's donkey fell down into the well. The animal cried for hours, and the farmer tried to figure out what to do. Finally, he decided the animal was old and the well needed to be covered up anyway. And it just wasn't worth it to retrieve the donkey. So he gathered all of the neighborhood helpers. They all grabbed shovels and shoveled dirt on top of the donkey. Now, at first, the donkey was just wailing, crying horribly, and then to the amazement of all the people shoveling the dirt, it started to quiet down. A few shovel loads later, the farmer looked down into the well and he was astonished at what he saw. With each shovel of dirt that hit the donkey's back, the donkey would shake it off and take a step up. Ha ha! So, as the farmer's neighbors continued to shovel dirt on top of the donkey, he'd shake it off and step up, and pretty soon they were amazed that he stepped right up and over the edge of the well and happily trotted off. Whew. Go ahead and help yourself up. Life is going to shovel dirt on you. You might get stuck in the pit. There are all kinds of dirt. The trick is getting out of the well. Come back to down dog. Breathe in your down dog. Pedal through your feet a little bit. If you need to shake your legs out, shake your feet out. Whatever you need to do, just pedal through. Now, left leg is going to cross over like that 4 shape over the right thigh. Pop the right heel up, bend the right knee, land it all right down onto your mat. Each of our troubles is a stepping stone. We can get out of the deepest wells not just by stopping and never giving up, but just by shaking it off and taking that step right up and out. Now, right arm bends, left hand captures, lean left. Arms create a V, look up. Right hand, left elbow up and over to the right. Beautiful. Now, go ahead and take your hands to your hips. We've been here. Roll your shoulders up and back. Elevate your heart up to a higher level. Open up to this day. Now go ahead. Hands come down. You're going to find pigeon on the left. If the left hip is super high, maybe you stack a blanket, a t-shirt, a block, something underneath it, and then lower down. So whatever pit you're in, whether somebody threw you in it, whether you jumped in it yourself, or whether different losses that you've had, they've just mounted up. Could be the loss of a job, could be the loss of a relationship, could be the loss of a loved one. We have a choice. 3 things can happen. The pit can destroy you, the pit can define you, and the pit can develop you and grow you by the way growth and comfort don't coexist. So you can make that choice to develop and grow, heading in the right direction. Now go ahead and find your way up, but this time let your left sit bone lower down. Swing the right leg around and let both feet be at the width of your hips. Reach your arms out in front of your body and now lower yourself down onto your back. Plant your palms, head is down, feet are down, knees are bent, hands are down. Elevate up into bridge pose. Satchubandha, breathe in. Breathe in and out through your nose. Now lower your hips back down. Right leg crosses over the left thigh. Pop your hips back up. Satchubandha with the right leg, creating a 4 shape. Lower back down, reverse it. Right foot plants, left leg crosses. Press down, even in the back of your head to elevate your hips up. Open up the left hip as well. Lower back down. Now lift both legs up, but keep them bent. Bring your arms alongside your body and just pulse. Pulse forward and back, forward and back, forward, back. Now reach and then pull back, like using your hands. Elbows are going to go wide and you're going to pull out to the side when you come back. Legs are bent, feet are flaring out. You're reaching forward, activating your core and pulling the elbows wide as you fist your hands back. Now create some rock with it. Whew. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Now rock and roll up. Can you balance on your sits bones? Point your toes, Apanasana, a little egg shape, but you're balancing. Now lift your legs up for high boat. Lower down to hover for low boat. Come back up, high boat. Now, inhale, exhale, move it out. Work the core, in and out, in and out. Use your breath, use your breath. Couple more. Breathe, hold up, high boat. Now, pull the soles of your feet together and knees go wide. So a little butterfly at the top of your mat. Lengthen your spine as you walk your arms out. Whew. Walk your hands back. Bring your thighs in. Roll back onto your back. This time, palms down, head down. Legs are going to go straight up. Viparita Karani. Breathe. So this is also known as AKA legs up the wall pose. You can start to feel the slowing down of your breath. The chatter in your head follows. It starts to slow down. Never underestimating the power your breath has to keep you in this place and in this space today. We want to live today so we have no regrets for tomorrow. So just know that whatever trials, challenges, tribulations have come upon you, whether they're of your doing, somebody else's doing, worldly events, it just doesn't matter. Just know that those things can destroy you if you let them. And we want not to let them destroy us. They can define you if we let them. Let it, whatever that it is, whatever has come upon you that's such a challenge in this world, and we all have boatloads of challenges. Or it can develop you and help you grow. Just like the donkey, when the dirt gets thrown on, shake it off and take a step right on up and out. Right up and out of the pit. Now in Viparita Karani, right here, cross the right leg over the left. Now you can go back to a pigeon style if you want to capture one hand on the outside of each foot. Your knees are knocked together. Push your hands into your feet and feel the opening that moves into your hips. Cow face, breathe. Now reverse, cross the left leg over the right. Maybe your hands capture the outsides of your feet. It's almost like a little tug of war. You're pushing your feet into your hands. You can feel the opening in both hips. This is a very intense hip opener. If it's too much, just do left leg over the right, either capturing underneath the right hamstring or maybe the right shin. You choose, you decide. And then as you unravel, let the left leg go straight and let it land on your mat. Hug the right shin in and wrap a hug across as you create a T. You're crossing the right leg over with your left hand and your right arm's creating that T or that half of a goalpost. Now, if that's too much on the right shoulder, just lower the right arm. Maybe your palm faces up or down. You choose. But look over on the right side of the house, letting your twist expand. On the inhale, you create the space. And on the exhale, you dive into the space you created. So I love that parable of the donkey. Donkey doesn't care what anybody's doing. He doesn't care what anybody's saying. He doesn't care what kind of dirt's being thrown on top of him. Reverse, left leg, hug it in. He's just going to shake the dirt off, and he's going to keep on keeping on. He's going to keep on stepping. Look up and over to the left as you twist right. And as you come back onto your back, just take this opportunity to slide right on out into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So as you lay your body down, fully surrendering, the act of surrender, just surrendering into this place and this space, knowing that as things come upon us, whatever they are, we get to choose whether they'll destroy us, define us, or develop us. Let's choose to be developed, to grow, to expand, to live with that hope. Hold on. Possibilities exist. Now just know that if you can stay here today 5, 10, even 15 minutes, I invite you to turn the video off and do so. Or if you're choosing to come with me, just invite your renewed, restored self back into your day, bringing movement to your fingers and your toes. And then bending your knees, just make that shift over onto your side. It's that fetal position, that place where it all began. And as you bring yourself back up into your day, use your hands and your forearms and find a comfortable, sweet seat, Sukhasana. Just a seated posture. Let your hands, your Surya Hasta Sun hands, sweep out and up. Carry the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given. Seal them right into your heart along with your purpose, with that knowingness that to get through it, you've got to go through it. Let it bring peace, joy, and love that you can share with your family and friends. Now look up with eyes open. Let's finish off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.